Another pot of gold from the range today. This afternoon, it's Leadbloods for Life, and we're going to discuss some things that I found today at the range, and then we're going to discuss about next week's shoot. So today I fired my Glock 30 45 ACP. I wasn't quite ready to shoot the 40 Beretta 96D Centurion. That was supposed to be scheduled for the 22nd. But my county range allowed public use now, so there's no more reservations. So you can just come as you go when you feel like going when the range is open. But you got to pay the regular fee though. So I qualify for senior, so I get a small discount. Anyways, guys, as you saw, I got that pot of gold again, and I can never get too much of that. Even though ammunition is available in a lot of places, the prices are still on the quite steep side. But while I was there, I was able to commandeer 50 10mm rounds. I have a total of 53 that a neighbor gave me. And so with these, I will be trimming these down to 40 Smith & Wesson. I had a viewer that was telling me that I should get a trimmer to make it easier instead of using the file. So I took his advice, and what came in the mail yesterday was the Lee quick trim and die set. So this one here is a 40 caliber. It's designed to trim 40 Smith & Wesson cases. So technically you don't need to trim straight wall cases. I've never had to do it myself. I've never had one that was too long. Usually they're too short from the factory. But in this case here, you can use it as a hobby. And with that, I'll start off with 50 of the 10mm cases, shorten them down to a 40 Smith & Wesson. And this goes on your single stage press, by the way, guys. So I didn't order this is not the deluxe. The deluxe has the slot in the middle, and it has the deburr in the front of it. And I didn't want the one with the deburr on. I just wanted the one with the blade on it. This little black part here is actually the brass shavings catcher. Right now, what I'm going to do is go ahead and put these in the 7-quart Franklin Arsenal wet tumbler. Get it nice and shiny. So guys, 50 of the 10mm brass is a good start. That can make a box full with these. And I found a total of 51 at the range. And then, of course, when I came home, I had 2 extra ones. So go ahead and drop those in. Okay, got the soap and water, and I got the drum tightened down with our 50 plus cases. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and rinse out our lead, get it prepared for the melter. A lot of dirt and mud. Alright, so we got these out of the tumbler, and I kind of dried them a little bit and place them in the tray here. Okay. 55 sized, decapped, and these are ready to be trimmed. Two, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, about 24 and a half, just like last time. A good haul for another day's shoot. So we got about roughly 23 or 24 pounds. I'm gonna add that to my collection here. And it's still a little warm, so I gotta use the channel locks. There we go. Quite a bit of lead. So every time I go to the range, you know, I grab as much as I can. And then I'll have ample bullet supply. Since I have been using my 380 die sets, I'm going to remove the Lee 1000 for the 380. This way I have more room for the single stage press, which I'll be using a lot for my 40 calibers. I had the opportunity today to run out to my gun range and see if they had any powder. So I asked a gentleman about the HP38. He goes, "We got plenty." He goes, "But if you're just going to buy one, you may buy another one. They don't last very long." So I took his advice and ordered 2 pounds, and they were 27 and some change each. So with tax, $60. So I'm good on the HP38. It's one of my go-to powders if I'm out of unique or red dot. HP38 works pretty good for most of my you know, non-magnum pistol applications, 9mm, 40 cal, 38 special especially, and so you know, it lasts a long time. I use maybe less than 4 grains or so per charge, depending on the caliber. And so anyway, let's go ahead and get started with the Lee quick trimmer. Okay, so here we have in front of us the Lee quick trim die set, and this is strictly for the 40 caliber itself. And there we go. Now let's talk about the body of the die. If you look inside, you'll see these little flanges in here. What that does, it puts tension on the shell and it keeps it straight. So I'll demonstrate as if it's in a single stage press. So here's the shell foot here, and this is a 40 caliber shell here, so just for demonstration purposes, stick it to like so. Now you add the crank to it and you just trim. Okay, so what you're going to see here is you're going to see a knurl here. What that knurl is designed to do here, it comes out off and on. This is for the rifle. Now to cut the pistol size, you remove it, bringing the cutter all the way down to the bottom. And this die here is especially made for the 40 caliber. It's already sized to it. All you have to do is put it into your single stage press, crank it until it stops resistance, and then from there you remove it. So what you're going to have to do, of course, from time to time is remove any of the burrs that are in here. Now this is not the deluxe set. The deluxe set has a slot in the middle here, and it's designed for the chamfering and deburring tool. But I prefer to do mine separately. But you're going to have to eventually take it, you know, stop and then remove some of the burrs that are in there. So here's a 10mm shell here, and we'll place that inside as a demonstration. And then I can feel already the resistance already. Once it goes on to the single stage press, I can start cranking it, and then from there go ahead and make my 10mm brass convert to a short Smith & Wesson, 40 Smith & Wesson. So the difference is, you know, it'll be a bigger primer. Okay, right now no resistance, so it's done. Tad more. There you go, on the money. To help speed things up a little bit, I put the shells on a little vise like this and just cut a piece of it off, and it helped make the trimming process a little bit faster. Not too much, just cut a little bit off. Okay. And it just helps speed it up a little bit. Just like that. It's done already. It keeps your hands from getting raw from all this dechampering. But a lot of people opt to buy the deluxe model when it comes with a chamfering unit in it already. I prefer to do it this way, so I can keep an eye on it. Let's take a look at it. Bam! Just like that, guys. Okay, so last one, guys. Total of 52 trimmed 10mm cases to 40 Smith & Wesson. Size to .841, which is within specs, between .840 to .850. So we'll do 50 for now. I was very lucky to get these. Now I can start using my large pistol primers. Okay, once we get this done, we'll go ahead and wrap this up and do our final review. Beautiful. Just beautiful. Okay, so what do I think about this Lee quick trimmer and die set? For the money, you can't beat it. You know, it did a good job on it. The little brass catcher, you know, it catches a little bit, but doesn't do great. The dies itself are good quality. Now on this die here, when you press too hard on it, on the lever, let me give you. When you press down on the lever, what happens is you've kind of forced the collet to go through, and it actually will stick out up here. You kind of have to pound it back in a little bit. So you don't really need to apply, you know, brute force on that handle to get it to you know, the cut evenly. You know, just got to put a little bit of pressure on it so it doesn't slip while you're putting pressure on top here and turning it. And as you saw, I was using my Dremel tool to cut a little bit off it. It just sped up the process faster, and it is quite laborious, guys. If you don't, if you do it the old way of just hand cranking everything, you know. Though it works, but you know, you get tired after a while. And I'm not a young man anymore, so you know, anytime I can take a shortcut without compromising quality and safety, then you know, so be it. But guys, for, you know, I think I paid $10 for the die. I paid $14 for the cutter and the crank, and you know, it made these beautiful trimmed 40 caliber cases, and these are all ready to be primed and to be loaded up for next week's range session, which will be on the 22nd, and I'll be firing my Beretta 96D Centurion. Oh, by the way, guys, a little spoiler alert, Monday the 17th, I should be receiving my new mold. It's a Lyman 401043 A, I believe it is, but I was looking for a bullet weight of 175, because once you do the melting of lead, and what's going to happen is that it's going to turn that 175 into maybe a 180 grain, which is perfect. I'm looking for a 180 grain bullet. So that's it for now, guys. Lead Bullets for Life here. If you like what you see, you want to see more, please rate and subscribe, and make those comments, guys. This is going to be a treat. We'll see you next week. Bye for now.